Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. And as always, there's a couple things we like you to do. First, go to the Facebook page, like and share the Facebook page. Then follow us on Twitter. Twitter handle is
@ComesNaturalPod.
Then you head on over to iTunes, you rate the podcast, review the podcast, and also you subscribe to the podcast. Cody?
Welcome to Comes Naturally. We are
Joe.
Mike.
I am Cody.
Dun, 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 dun.
Anyway,
That's good. Go. Keep going. Keep
yeah. So welcome to this week's episode, where we're going to talk about Pokemon Go and some other stuff.
Nerds.
is that the reason why my phone is like dead right now?
Not because y'all nerds.
Yeah.
You be playing that game all day. Nerds.
Can I have my power cord back, Mike?
Yeah, you need that back because I'm good now.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You had to charge your phone because you're playing Pokemon all day?
What? Excuse me.
What?
I watch sports. No
No.
way.
Mike was playing the loading game.
Yeah.
After a while, he was, for sure.
That's more
Get off the
accurate.
Plate, you weirdo.
That was half the game for me.
Yeah, that was fucking a lot of it for me, too.
I may have caught a Pokemon. Hold on, they crashed. Let me exit out. And then
The
let me
update
log
says
back
that
in.
you're not going to have to log in multiple times. The update that just came through for Pokemon 1.01.
What do you mean log in multiple times?
You remember how you keep logging in because it kept saying you weren't logged in?
Well, that's just because it couldn't connect to the server.
Yeah, they're saying they're fixing that with this update.
Oh.
It'll keep you
Oh.
logged in. So when it does crash, you don't have to log back in. It should keep you logged back
Huh.
in. if it
You think that
crashed.
you would just fix the crashing problem and that
Well-
would fix the login problem? I mean,
I think that's
that
gonna be
seems
more of
to be-
it's gonna not gonna be a quick fix. This is probably one like, oh, we got this solved, guys. We got this one done.
We're just gonna leave you logged.
What'd you catch, Mike?
Nothing. I'll catch.
Let me see your phone real quick.
Nah, it's good.
No. What is it?
Nah, fam.
Busted loose, bitch ass.
What is it?
Pidgeotto motherfucker.
Oh, you got a Pidgeotto on the hook?
Pidgeotto. It's a Spanish Pidgeot. No,
No, that's not true.
no.
That's
No.
racist, Joe. That's
not
racist.
racist.
Whoa!
You're the
Racist.
one that's saying it like a Pidgeotto. It's like
To
a
say
cat.
that the
it's
tiny
a-
little mouse.
Like it's a little
Little
baby
mouse.
mouse.
you're saying it like it's a Spanish cat bird.
Catbird?
Like a cat dog.
Gato.
Gato.
Gato is Spanish
Yeah.
for cat.
Yeah,
What's
no.
the matter? You don't speak English?
Yeah. What's the matter?
My bad. So
you
I
don't
read
speak
books.
Arizonan?
No, I do not.
Da-na-na-na.
I say dude too much to be talking
You
Arizona.
really do say dude too much. At least you don't say hella. We
But
can
that's
be
because
friends.
I'm not stupid.
We can be friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those people are the worst.
Right?
And you know who you are out there.
Because you say it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, that was
And I
hella
know-
awesome.
Ugh,
Ugh.
even you saying it as like a reference makes me want to punch you.
Right?
Just ooh, you gonna put your hair up in a fucking man bun too?
Oh,
he could.
I could too.
Oh, no, don't do
Ugh.
it.
Wait for it. I got it. There it is. Right there.
Mm.
Just a little bit.
Then we have matches. This one that lit you on fire right now.
You could do it better than I can.
Yeah, the difference
Fucking-
is I don't.
He
You
could put his
fucking
beard in a
hippie
man
hair.
bun if you wanted
actually
to.
could put your beard in a man bun.
My favorite is this.
See, he's about to do it. Oh, he did the split
You should
leg.
braid it. Braid it.
That's way too much work. I'm lazy.
Braid that shit.
Almost lost the headphone cord in there. That'd been bad.
Put that
Eh.
thing in dreads.
Ugh, the smell come off. That would be awful.
Dread beard? Beards? Made it. You can do that?
He'd be
I mean, I can. It's hair, so.
Have I seen it? Have I ever seen that before? I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Who's done it?
From
Who
the
done it?
Steven Seagal movie
Oh, okay.
with the voodoo guys. They
He
have the
put his-
little dreads in there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Exit wounds.
That
Exit
No,
No,
it was
that's
one of the
on
old
DMX.
ones, like above the
That was
law.
one
or-
thing. Oh,
Is it
okay.
above the law, hard to kill? Or
I remember
one
it
of those
was. I thought it. When I was a little kid, I thought it was the exact same group of bad guys from
from Predator.
Predator 2.
Yeah. Same here. Because they're a semi.
I think one of them was the same
Asian.
dude.
It might have been.
I'm pretty sure.
Not because the reason I remember the one Steven Seagal, which I could probably look up and see what it is. The dude had the weird eyes,
Yeah.
like they had like the
Was
super
the
pale.
mismatch?
No, they had the
No.
super pale eyes. Like they just like stood out like bah. And then the Predator, like those guys would just.
So it's like a prequel. Like there was
yeah, like
the
basically
Steven Seagal movie,
Steven
and then
Seagal
Predator came along and
killed
actually,
a lot of them. But
Yeah.
he didn't kill all of them. Predator
No.
came around and was like, and killed them all.
yeah,
That was Predator for I'm gonna kill you all.
because eventually Steven Seagal just got choked out and pooped his pants.
You want some candy?
What?
It's from Predator 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Man,
Come on, man.
come on, man.
I'm
Come
sorry.
on, man.
And speaking of Predator 2, Pokemon Go.
More
Yeah,
like
right?
Pokemon No. Am I right? Am I right, guys?
Pokemon
so-
no battery.
As most of you who are on social media know, they had a shit ton of problems with their servers the first day.
Like they're still not having problems with their servers.
They're
now.
not nearly as bad though. Like the game freezes up, but I think that's just the fact that a lot of people are running the game on a mobile connection and it uses a lot of data and shit. But like the first day, like when I say this, I like as soon as I found out it was out, I was like, well, I'm gonna download this, right? Not thinking that it would just be crashing nonstop.
Mhm.
But like you get like I got in and got my character up to like level 4, and it got so bad I couldn't log back into that particular account anymore because I used my Pokemon Trainer account.
Oh, so you actually created a trainer?
I had
account.
one before
Okay.
because I've played Pokemon games in the past.
Okay.
And then I was told I read online that if you have one and you play the game, you get bonuses. I never saw any of them, but that's because that could be because the servers were garbage.
Yeah.
The first couple days or first day or so, they got it fixed pretty quickly because the next day it wasn't too bad. But so then I had to sign, like one of the guys from work's like, why don't you sign with your Google account? I was like, but I already had everything set up. Like, can you merge them? He's like, nope. I was like, so I have to start over? Like I had like 50 Pokemon already.
Too
Like
bad.
not 50 different Pokemon, but I had 50 already. Like, but I was like, come on, man, I don't.
Like, I don't want to do.
I was
this
almost level
over
5, man.
again.
It's some bullshit. I have to walk around more. Garbage. But I did. I started over. It's a fun thing to play with your friends. Like I'm not. There's some people who listen to this. I don't name them by name. Jake and Shaq. You two are hardcore. I don't care too much about taking the gyms. I just want to collect the Pokemon and evolve them up and stuff like that. That's
Right.
like I just want to like try to get all 250 of the first batch that are right now, or as many as I can. I think it's just fun to do. But like these two are like they're plotting out courses to go home from work and hit as many gyms as they can to try to take them.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Now
So they're
I
trying to
haven't got-
level up Pokemon because when you take a gym, if you guys don't know, so a gym is a place where you can battle and stuff. If you take a gym, you leave a Pokemon of yours there,
Okay, so it stays there.
and it stays there, which means you cannot access it anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, like he's not in your. He shows, but he shows as he's in a gym.
Mhm.
It shows it right next to the name.
Okay.
You got that too?
Yeah.
Who's it?
It's
Taj.
Taj.
Oh, no one cares about that guy.
Read it. Read it out
Cody,
loud.
if you back up and restore while on iOS 10, will you lose it on the restore or does it come back?
Answer him. Answer him here and tell me he has to read the,
Okay.
listen to the podcast.
If you
I'm ready.
back up
Hold
and
on.
restore while on iOS 10, so you're creating a backup and restore while on iOS 10.
Yep.
Will you lose it on the restore or does it come back? Will you lose it on the restore or does it? Well, okay, so I'm thinking he's wondering if. So you have iOS 10, you back up and restore. Now you go back and restore it to iOS 9. Will you lose that iOS 10 backup?
Yes.
I'm taking it as that.
Yeah, because it sees it as a different operating system.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to restore it back to that because it's not the same operating system that it was reached. Yeah.
You guys keep talking. I'm gonna respond to this because I don't like the fact that he's this dumb.
Just say it out loud. Type out your response out loud so people get an inside look how mean you are.
You act like I'm gonna be mean this message right now.
We're going behind the scenes.
Anyways, keep talking about Pokemon.
Behind
no,
the
no.
scenes.
Say it out. Just go with it.
So if you, I can't spell apparently and type at the same time. If you upgrade to iOS 10,
This is the tech support podcast.
then back up the phone, the backup will be of. Oh my god, I can't fucking type and talk at the same time. I'm not that talented.
Dang, you suck. Boo.
Mike.
What?
Put your fucking Pokemon away.
He's not
I was
actually
on
on
Twitter.
Pokemon.
Oh, you're on Twitter this time?
Uh-huh.
Looking at Pokemon stuff?
Nope. I'm
Mm.
looking at Twitter stuff.
That hasn't to be Pokemon?
Nope.
Hashtag Pokemon Go Nerds.
Hashtag nope.
Mike's over here tweeting.
I don't tweet that much.
Bullshit, you don't.
He doesn't
I
actually
don't
tweet
know.
that much.
I actually don't know.
He
'cause I'm never
tweets
on
more
Twitter.
now than he did before. That's for sure.
Yeah?
But mostly now, which is, I'm not going to say weird, but oddly enough, he posts a lot more of weird little comments directly on Facebook. Like the
Mhm.
one yesterday about the goldfish crackers.
I didn't see it.
Well, of course
Hardly
you
ever
didn't.
on Facebook. Surprise.
He said, open up the cupboard, and I saw goldfish crackers. Like, oh, Jen went shopping, or something like that. Right? Was that close enough?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. And so I hashtagged adulthood.
Yeah.
The post was. I'll read it.
There you go.
All right.
Let me find it. Find out the exact post. I wrote looking in my pantry and said out loud to myself, "Oh shit, Jen got goldfish." And then I said that. Like I was like, "Oh shit, Jen got goldfish." And I grabbed them and I started eating them. I was like, "Wow, I'm a child." So I just wanted to let everybody know that, not really an adult yet, guys.
No.
Don't treat me as such.
Don't let the beard fool you.
Right.
And I put hashtag adulthood because,
Adults,
adults.
goldfish, crackers.
But you know what? You can afford it at this point. You can buy it whenever you want.
You are allowed to get goldfish
You
crackers.
are allowed to
You
eat it whenever
literally
you
can
want.
have an entire
I
meal of
didn't-
goldfish crackers.
I didn't know they
Exactly.
were there though. That's the other part. It's like it was a legit surprise to me that Jen bought goldfish crackers. It was
It's not something she normally does.
no, never.
Oh.
I can't remember the last time. Usually she gets Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its are pretty good too.
Cheez-Its are bomb as fuck. But
But is
every
it
now and
was
then-
it cheese goldfish or was it one of the other flavored
No, it was
goldfish?
the OG goldfish.
Yeah, don't
OG
give those
goldfish.
flavors.
Oh no,
Yeah.
the pizza.
Fuck you, Pepperidge Farms.
Oh, the pizza one.
Fuck you, Pepperidge Farm. OG goldfish.
Oh, the pizza ones are awesome.
No.
No, they're
Yeah.
not. You have a weird boner for anything pizza. No, man,
Especially
they're not.
shitty pizza.
Because the worst pizza is still really good pizza.
Okay, but we're talking
No,
about
no.
pizza flavored crackers,
the
motherfucker.
worst pizza is still the worst pizza.
no, it's still pizza.
But I mean, it's shitty pizza.
I'm not saying it's
Like
bad.
if you lived
I'm
in
not saying
if you live in BFE and you had one choice for pizza and that one choice was like Little Caesars, all right, you could be like, oh, but I'm getting pizza. But literally, you have the choice to go left instead of right and get much better pizza.
Barrows,
BFE.
you get Barrows.
But fuck Egypt.
Oh, Egypt. Okay,
What were you thinking it was gonna be?
butt fuck nowhere. But I was
Oh
like,
no,
you didn't.
Egypt's
you
way
said
worse because
E.
they don't have anything but Little Caesars.
Well, they'd be
don't know
nowhere,
about
too.
Egypt. That's the way
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I've
Nowhere?
always heard bumfuck nowhere.
BFN. You say BFN?
Yeah,
Oh, nobody says that.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one says that.
I don't even think I've ever heard you say that.
everybody from Arizona said it.
No, I'm from
Mm.
Arizona. I don't say that.
You're from Yuma, which is basically California.
Bitch ass motherfuckers,
No.
Arizona.
That's Arizona.
It's basically California.
Being in
not.
Blythe is like being in California. We give that. I mean, technically, it's in
Yuma.
California. We'd like, no, you have that in Arizona. But he is like,
Not from Winter
you
Haven.
cut him, he bleeds red.
I'm pretty sure you do too.
At this point, maybe
You California
it might be
bitch.
black.
You mean like
Well, you rotten
Yeah.
on the inside?
Yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
bad person?
I'm a bad person.
Anyway, no, they're the pizza ones are good.
Do you eat the pizza flavored Pringles?
Yeah, I've had them. They're not bad.
No, they're bad. They're
No.
bad. See, that's
No,
the point I'm trying
they're
to make.
not
They're
bad. They're
no,
not
they
bad.
are bad.
No, they're not bad.
Jesus fuck. No,
You
they're
guys are
bad.
just picky as all hell with your shit.
What?
Yeah,
You
are.
call me picky?
Yeah, I am.
Dude.
Yeah,
Bruh.
yeah,
Now,
Bruh.
yeah,
Bruh.
dude.
All right,
Bullshit.
question. Favorite flavor of combos. Go.
I don't-
Pretzel peanut butter. It's mine.
Yeah. I'll be
Combos.
another one.
Really,
Oh.
the peanut butter one?
Pretzel peanut butter. If you have pretzel peanut butter, not peanut butter.
The cheese one's solid too.
Cheese
No.
one's not bad.
I like the pizza ones.
Of course you do.
Yeah, fuck
we-
you. Go fuck yourself.
I was gonna give you a compliment just now.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, bullshit.
I was gonna say if all
I
was gonna
know
say
you.
if all things
I know
flavored
you.
like pizza, that would actually be my choice. If you said, hey, if you had to pick something that's not pizza that's flavored like pizza, I'd be like combos. Closest
Because when
thing.
we sell, I don't remember if we still sell them at Best Buy. We probably still do. I
That
just
used to
haven't
be.
bought 'em in a
That's
long
the
time.
only
But
reason I know them. Because I
yeah.
used to get them on my break there.
I'd buy them at Best Buy, but I'd always get the pizza ones because the pizza ones were better.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Yep.
This motherfucker, he's so dumb. Like
What? I didn't,
Tell
I
the
didn't
people
catch.
what.
he. So I said, so if you upgrade to iOS 10 and then back up your phone, the backup will be iOS 10. So you should back up iOS 9 before just in case you want to go back. He then says, how can you back up iOS 9 if it's already on 10? He already did the update. Then he fucking can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them. Listen to the podcast on Friday. Get your answer.
Give it a couple days. Get your answer.
Um.
And we get it down.
But I don't think anything pizza flavored is good unless it's pizza.
You're just a horrible person.
What I'm saying, and I'll say this again, if you said to me, hey, what's the best thing flavored like pizza that's not pizza? Now, I'm not saying that you have to eat this, but in all the times, as you grew up, like, oh, this is flavored like pizza, I'm going to eat it. And you're like,
Yeah.
well, that's actually gross.
Yeah.
If I said to you, I put you in a convenience store, and this convenience store is like the best convenience store, it has everything you can imagine, right? You have a whole aisle, like you have a whole section of
Just
stuff
pizza
tastes like
flavored
pizza,
stuff.
right? I said, go over there, find the best thing flavored like pizza, and that's what you're going to get. What would you get?
Trying to think, it'd probably be the Pringles chips.
Pringles chips. Michael. I'd probably say combos, but I'm trying to think of what other things I've had that's flavored like pizza that wasn't
There's
Pringles.
not many things that I can think of that have been flavored
I
like
remember
pizza.
there's a bunch
There's
more
the-
from my childhood that I'm having a
The
hard time.
goldfish
pulling.
crackers, they're pretty good. The Pringles, not bad. The Doritos. Actually, there we go. That would be it. Doritos pizza chips. Mm-hmm.
I think I've had those, but I don't like anything Doritos except for Cool Ranch.
I'll do spicy nacho.
Yeah,
I don't.
spicy nacho.
I
is
don't.
really
I don't
good.
like spicy nacho. I don't like the regular nacho one. None of them.
Why?
I've never liked any of them.
Why?
I don't know,
I
man.
like the spicy nacho better than the
See,
Cool Ranch.
you're picky.
That's not picky. I just don't like them.
Yeah.
You only like one flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of one certain kind of chip.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
If I said I don't eat anything but
if you
Cool
go
Ranch
if
Doritos,
you go down the chip aisle, what's your go-to?
Funyuns. Every time.
If I'd pick out a chip, it'd probably be some sort of Dorito, whichever flavor I happen to want at the time.
Funyuns. I can't do the spicy Funyuns though. The flaming ones. Those make things go bad down here.
Oh, so you're getting
Lots of
old?
liquid.
Oh,
Lots of
Getting
liquid.
old, can't eat that shit no more.
No, even when I was younger, I'd be like, "Oh, these are so good," and like you get like the burning like on your fingers and your lips, like it's so fun, and they're like, "Oh god."
as a kid, he doesn't care about his butt, but now
yeah,
he
like
does.
now I have to be careful because like it doesn't bounce back. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you only have so much poopery. So
Yeah, yeah. I am
he's
running out. I
just
need to order more.
Sparingly.
Have you? Are you even close to running out?
No,
Man, you need to poop more often.
He poops at places. That's his
See,
go-to move.
It's
I
the
can
thing.
do that. I can do that. I have no fear of that.
I cannot like.
This is a great subject. For the
I
podcast,
have
though, by
no
the way.
fear of that.
I do. Like I cannot get myself. Like my body will not poop in public. Like it's like no, man. You can pee all you want. You try to sit. That's your fault.
Is it because of like you're afraid of other people hearing you?
No, I'm afraid-
smelling you,
Oh, no.
or
I'll fart in public. I don't give a fuck.
bad.
Like,
or of
Smelling you.
somebody like watching you. It like.
well, watching me would be creepy. Like I don't leave the door
but I
open.
mean, like the scene from Waiting where the guy can't pee because he has that.
no.
thought that
Like that
people
doesn't bother me. I can go to the bathroom in public. I just my fear is I let one go. The splashdown sends water back, and I catch whatever's in that toilet.
I catch it.
I don't think anybody's ever.
If
caught
I get
anything
syphilis,
through
I
their
want to
butt.
get it from sexual transmitted. I don't want to get it from a toilet.
I don't think you can get anything from a toilet.
I'm pretty sure you can.
I'm pretty sure you can't.
Then you can
This is how creeped I am.
I heard
okay?
you can get VD from a toilet. That's a real thing, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's on the toilet seat.
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
I think you can.
I don't think it lives long enough on
Isn't
there.
that how
in order
Mike
to get
Tyson
it.
got VD?
No, I'm pretty sure Mike Tyson gave out a lot of ED, but he can't.
I don't know where that rumor came from. I might have just made that up.
He fucked around a lot. He
Yeah.
also bit people's ears off.
So not really, you know.
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
So, like I was saying, I am not trying to take down gyms at all. I just want to collect them. That's something that's fun to me, and evolve them up and try to get as many of the 250 that are out right now. If this keeps going, I mean, it's obviously pretty popular. It's going to die off here in a little while, I'm sure.
As people
Slow
keep
down.
collecting.
Yeah,
not
it'll slow
gonna
down. It's not
go
going to die
away.
off. It'll slow down. Once they do the patch, though, the fix, that's going to get a lot more people back on it, though, and on it. Because there's a lot of people I've talked that have seemed like, oh, I don't want to get it because I heard it's really broken. I'm like, well, first off, I mean, just get it. It's not like it's going to, if you don't play it right away, it's not eating up a shit ton of room on your phone. I mean,
Secondly, it is pretty broken.
it's, yeah, I mean, they've fixed some things, not through the app. The app itself, for the most part, I think is solid. I've experienced more freezing in the last few days than I did when I first started. Maybe because I can play a lot more now because the servers aren't crashing constantly. But yeah, no, it gets frustrating to a point. Like we were at the mall today, and
Well, even before that, over at the park,
the park was
where we found a Pikachu, and we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna go get this Pikachu because it's supposed to be a rare Pokemon.
Yeah.
And you two were able to grab it, and then I got it, and it froze.
Yeah.
And it spent the next 20 minutes trying to reload to see if I caught Pikachu. It finally allowed me to log in, and I found out that I did. But it is frustrating like that. What was the mall one?
The mall one, we were sitting outside Macy's waiting for you to get your genie jeans.
By the way, they're pretty nice jeans too.
Cool.
Just saying.
Good job. I'm proud that you got good jeans. Even though you didn't get them from your parents. You get the tall gene from people who are not that tall. That's
Yeah, I do.
like a super recessive gene in your family, apparently.
It is actually.
Every fifth child's gonna be super tall. Is that about right?
That seems about
Adam's
right.
taller, but not tall. Not you
No,
tall.
not me tall.
Like he's tall compared to me because I'm not that tall.
Yeah.
Because he's over 6 foot, right? Like he's about 6
right
feet,
about
right?
6 foot, yeah.
But when he could next to you, he's like, oh, well, this fucking pipsqueak. Plus he's like a 5 head, and the poor kid's like 27. Right? How old is he? Like 24, 23?
Actually think he had it right on 27.
Is he
He's 7
27?
years. 25 or 26 because he's 7 years younger than me, and I'm 32.
So okay, so 25. So the second guess was closer. Anyways, that poor kid though, like that hair is going fast.
Yeah, I know.
That's rough. I can say that. Sorry, Mike, I didn't mean to bring this up because I know you feel bad about sometimes with
I
your
don't
hair.
feel bad about it. It's just
but
going.
he's like, fuck it.
Man,
As long
that's
as
cool.
you don't ever do the comb over.
Nah, man, I've been shaving my head since I was like 8, so it didn't. fuck
Have
with
you
me.
been shaving your head since you're 8?
My head's been. I did. I shaved my head the first time I was like 8 or 9.
Man, your parents are trusting.
fucked
Mom
it
would be
up
like,
bad.
Okay, that makes sense.
They had to come fix it. I missed spots. Shit had lines.
Oh,
everywhere.
that's fine.
okay.
If you miss
That's
spots,
fine.
I thought you
was
just
expecting
missed
like blood.
Yeah.
Just like
No, that was
Scalp.
a razor. We had clippers.
yeah. I still expected like you just like going in wrong.
I
You know?
got all of my hair and your ears.
in that one section of scalp that's just skull now.
Oh.
I remember one time like, my friend Alex wanted to shave like buzz his head, so we did it, and like he hit himself right with the teeth, and I was like,
Oh,
what
what a tardo.
Well, because you can't see it, you know, like he's like trying to angle, and he goes bunk.
And it just
Blood.
like you get a little bit of the
Yeah.
the beads, and
Yep.
then it starts to bleed down. You're like, stop it.
Yeah, and head wounds don't stop bleeding, even if you
No.
pray to God.
No.
Macy's
out front.
Yeah, so
Stuff.
we're out in front of Macy's. This episode's called Pokemon Tangents. So we were sitting there. I set up I turned on a incense for myself, which I found out later. I thought it was gonna be like other people couldn't join in, but it didn't. I only got like one thing Mike didn't see, but that was it. Lame. But we all sat in one place, sat and walk around. That was what we were waiting for. 27 minutes, by the way, Macy's. Go fuck yourself in your stupid offer people magazine subscriptions and tire rotations when you're fucking trying to buy pants.
Right?
Anyways, not all your fault. You're trying to make money, but whatever. So we're sitting there. We saw a girl try to steal something back into a store, which is pretty funny. So we're sitting there, and like we literally I got the same things, but like so many times it would just freeze when you're trying to capture one. Like it was the far away one or the close one, didn't matter. It would just freeze, or it just wouldn't load. And then like it would do a thing where it showed one or two, and it was like a Pidgey, of course, or like a Zubat, and I'm like, cool, I'll capture it, whatever. I get it, and I come back, and nothing else loads.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sitting there, like all of a sudden, like we're sitting stationary, and some of my dudes like walking closer to a Pokestop and back and forth, and I'm like, whatever, I'll get free Pokestop or Pokeballs for no reason or whatever, right? But then like you do it, and it just doesn't register, but then it says try again later because you got it already, but it doesn't show up what it is.
Yeah.
So you have to close the app and reopen it, and then it takes forever to log in or load up. I was like, man, it's just like
Then I like the new freezing that we were encountering today.
the balls one.
Yeah.
Where it zoomed in on the
Because
creature
you would go through it, you would capture the Pokemon, but they would escape.
instead
But
of
for some reason, you'd be instead of zooming back out for the battle, you'd be zoomed in, and you're like just staring at their underside, and
Crotches.
the ball. and the Pokeball is just sitting there below the ground, bouncing up and down, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
My favorite one I've got so far, I don't know if you've seen it or not, when you capture one and their extremities are outside the ball.
Nope, haven't seen that one
So
yet.
I captured, I've seen it on Pidgeys where you do it, and then in the background you can see two little Pidgey wings
Mhm.
and then air, and then he captures. I'm like, it's super. Like, I don't want this Pidgey now because he ain't got no wings. Like, this is not a Pidgey anymore. It's just a
It literally closed and just like cut the
Just
wings off.
right up. You know, I was like, I don't think
Like,
that's how
I don't even want
Pokeballs
to
work.
open that one anymore. You can just
Like the Pokeballs are supposed to open and shoot like light out and
Mhm.
get the stuff right, but it's like this is like waka, like it waka right on top of
it was a
fucking.
defective Pokeball that
Yeah, dude,
actually
like
didn't
a-
have the little light shooty thing.
Nah, I just ate it.
Yeah, just
I was like, well, just leave that there, like bloody like things leaking out.
shove it under the nearest bush.
It was, tink, tink.
Mm.
Yeah, it was rough. But my other favorite one too, like little glitch, is you're on a map and you click on a Pokemon to get it, and it doesn't do anything, and then it goes into a battle
Yeah.
of a different Pokemon.
Oh, different Pokemon.
I was like,
Because I've had the one where you're sitting there like, I know it's only
Tap,
tap,
tap, tap,
once,
tap,
but
yeah.
like tap, 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 tap. And then suddenly it goes in, you're like, oh, okay. Or actually thinking of that, it's the experience one where I'm like, because I started off level 1 this morning and now I'm level 6, but it seemed like every time I had leveled up, when it actually registered the level up was like 5 to 10 minutes later. I'd be still catching Pokemon and suddenly it'd be like, oh, you're level 4. It's like, oh, thanks. I got that 10 minutes ago. Yeah, super broken. But I don't know.
it's fun
It's
to play
fun.
with friends though. Like,
Yeah,
I seen people like online, they're like, oh, I went out and I thought, like, you went out by yourself and did this? That seems really, I mean, good, you're getting out of your house and whatever. You may be like super fit or super fat, I don't know. But like, to me, it's funner with people.
yeah,
Like, I walked, one of my breaks at work, I walked around by myself and I ran into a few people around my mall that were playing it that I didn't know, like, they're just strangers or whatever. And you talk to people, whatever, you know, you're
Right.
chatty. But I was like, man, I really wish I had a friend with me right now.
yeah, because it's always much more fun with a friend. I mean,
Yeah.
even like when we play the Division, like I play the Division by myself, but it's always so much more fun when we play with friends.
Yeah, plus it's more of a challenge. I mean, that game is too, but it's like fun. Like, oh look, I get like, man. Generally, when we're playing Pokemon Go today, because it's the first time I really played with other people outside of my work,
Mhm.
we all got the same thing for the most part.
Yeah.
You know, but it's cool just like, oh, because they're different every time. You know what I mean? Like I got fucked on a couple of the ones I got, like super low, even though I'm a higher level than both of you. Mike, it's like a fucking 220 something. I was like, mine's fucking 12, like, or 15. I was like,
Yeah,
how the fuck is that fair?
yeah.
Motherfuckers over here like, triple digits. I'm like, I barely
Oh.
broke 2 digits.
I got 184 Ponyta.
Yeah, I'm like,
and yours
oh,
was like 10. It's like,
first off, it was 19. All right?
Sorry, 19.
19. Don't say
19.
10. All right? 10's the lowest I've seen.
sorry,
It's 19. All right?
I didn't mean to sell your Ponyta short.
That's all right. I already got rid of it. I had another 19. I got rid of that, but I have a 10 something, so I kept that one.
Sent it to the glue factory. The
Yeah,
Pokemon
man.
Glue
Give me some
Factory.
candies.
Get me some candy.
But it's I just like this person. I think it was on Reddit. I was reading it, and like they're like, he's going out and like playing. Like he's like, oh, I'm level 22. And first off, you're playing this game too much. But better on you, I guess you're getting out there. But I was like, but you're by yourself though. Like you don't mention like me and my friends, or me and my friends this, me and my friends that. You're like, he's like, oh, I went to the lake. I was like, you went to the lake by yourself.
Yeah,
That's the guy you're gonna find out got murdered by accident because he crawled over someone's fence.
right?
Because what's easier to escape from breaking into someone's house? Being by yourself.
Yeah,
But I was like, dude, like, come on, man.
yeah.
You can't be having that much fun.
I would never do it, but then I'm not that type of person to actually go out and do that type of stuff by myself. Ooh, geez, you just
I
punching
was
your
about to
mic.
sneeze, and I was like,
Oh.
no, and then I didn't. It scared the sneeze out of me.
I thought you were getting angry at your mic for a second.
You fuck you.
I can understand getting angry at that mic, but
Yeah.
that mic, jeez.
Nah, this mic important.
Yeah, right. But yeah, no, I could never see myself going out by myself and doing this stuff. So it's always much more fun to go out with friends. And I don't know. It's an interesting game to play because we obviously went to that park across the street from the comic shop that I've never fucking been to. And
Yeah, I've
where
never
we
been in
caught-
that park. I've been
And that's
by
where
it.
we caught the Pikachu.
Yeah.
You know, so there's definitely some cool stuff about the app where you can go to historical areas and learn actual stuff about your neighborhood.
What I'm excited about the most is I have a 9-year-old. No, I have a 9-year-old nephew that's really into the Pokemon cards. Like he was like so proud last time I was over there. He was showing me. He's like, I have 100 Pokemon cards now, and he was showing them to me. So it's gonna be super fun to take him to the park out by our house and let him just walk around and catch Pokemon. Like, kinda for real.
Is
You know?
he of the age where he has his own phone?
No,
Okay,
he doesn't.
This
But
is Bob, right?
yeah. So I'll be able just to hand him the phone.
Sorry.
It's his fucking
I know
name.
it's his name. It just
I know it's weird to call a child Bob. It's like
no. It's not even to
seems-
call
He's
him Bob.
much more mature than you.
It's his name. It's not Robert.
No, it is.
no, it's Robert.
Oh, I
His
thought
name
you-
is Robert.
No, his name is Robert.
Everybody calls him Bob.
Okay.
Literally everybody. Like the first time I met him,
I could have swore the
He's-
last time we had
he's-
this conversation that his name was actual Bob.
No.
Like,
No,
it's
no,
not Robert.
No,
It
they're
was
not.
Bob. Okay.
Come on, not hillbillies. Close. They're not hillbillies.
Okay.
Though.
It's not.
But like when I met him for the first time a couple weeks ago, I just happened to be going. I went to the comic store and I was like, I'm gonna get lunch and I want a bomb ass bean and cheese burrito because where am I gonna go? La Santissima. I mean, it's right there, right? So I stop in, right? I see this big group of people and I was like, well, shit. And then I noticed it was Jen. They're having a conversation, so I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was like, I'll just walk by and I'll text Jen or whatever, like, oh, whatever, right? So walking by, oh, you're not gonna say hi. I was like, oh, you're in a conversation. I'm not gonna be like, hey, Jen. Like, and then you're talking.
To be fair,
Guessing,
I
you know.
would expect you to say, "Hey, Jen."
I'm not a dick.
No, it's not a dick move. It's
Plus,
not like,
I knew no one except for her
it's
and
not
Jason.
a dick move. I just assume
Expect
you
me
would
to
be. Yeah, I'd expect you to be like, Jen,
Mhm.
and just wave and walk on. You know, I don't.
No, when I
expect you
say
to,
this, like, once I walked in the door, that's where they were.
yeah,
So it wasn't funnier to see her cross the room and yell like I do, like Tim or something.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, like that'd have been funny. Yes, that's what
You
I
walk
would do.
right
yeah.
up to her, like Jen.
Jen!
right in her face. Yes. So I was like, oh, walk by to it. And so I ordered my food and I come back over and I'm sitting there talking. And she goes, I was like, what are you guys doing here? She's like, oh, we're celebrating Bob's birthday. I expected to be the older guy at the other end of the table.
Did you say congratulations?
I was gonna say, oh, and then she pointed, and I was like, "Happy birthday!" And then he had the mature attitude. Go, well, it's actually not my birthday today, but we're celebrating it today. I was like, you could just not shit on my happy birthday and said thank you, you little dick. And so the next time I saw Mike, I was like, yo, why did they call that kid Bob? And he goes, well, it's his name. I was like, no, like he's
Like, he's
the
a
kid is
kid.
like 7.
His name is Robert, and at that age, you call him Bobby.
Bobby, Robert, Robbie, Rob, anything like that. Well, not even Rob. Rob sounds weird too.
You
Rob sounds
guys
like
are-
John Lester.
Rob sounds like an older,
Yeah. Well, what up, Rob? What
you
up,
know,
man?
not quite an adult, but
But Bob, like
Adultish.
whatever. Like so, taking Bob to the dog park and let him run around, or a park. You don't have to bring him to the dog park. That's weird. I don't know why I said dog
yeah.
park.
Why'd you
I
say
don't
that?
know why
Because
you
it
went to that
sounded like
park, too.
super, like
I
okay,
don't-
he's off the leash now. Go run around.
He's
They need fences at those places because kids are the worst. Ooh, look, traffic. Oh well, gotta get another one.
Well, they would have
Um,
fences at those places, don't they, Mike?
no.
Oh,
Because how
Regular
do they set
parks?
at
Oh,
dog parks?
Dog
dog
parks.
parks you do.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's
I'm saying
saying
regular
regular
parks.
parks need fences.
yeah, because kids are worse than dogs. Dogs will come to you when you yell at them. Kids will go, hey, it's funny to run away. Well, not Finn. Finn's not really trained that well, as we can plainly hear
probably
from playing the
true.
division.
Yeah,
'cause you
that's
guys-
right.
We
Go
make-
to sleep. I don't want to.
I'm not tired. Not you,
Go to
idiot, talking to the
sleep.
dog. Yeah, Taj. Cause yep. Yeah. I mean, if I had kids, not that I'm ever wanting to have kids, I guess it'd be pretty cool. But like I was gonna say is like I'm glad he is not a kid that like that age that has a cell phone, because those kids are the worst. They are the worst.
My niece is like 6 or 7. She's got a cell phone.
Ugh,
what's the
She
go-to
saved
age?
up
What do you
money
think's
to buy
okay?
it.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
That's weird.
That's
Yeah,
cool though.
right?
Does she pay for her own service though?
She's
Oh,
on my cell phone,
no.
bitches, and throws down money every month.
That'd be so baller. Then I'd ask the kid where she got money from. Like, should I ask where you have enough money to pay for your cell phone bill?
Nah, bitches.
She's like, Bobby's putting in work. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
We need to handle this.
Right?
Mike was gonna ask a question. What's the age?
What age?
I think once they have a job, they should be able to get their own phone.
Yeah, when they can afford it themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a responsibility thing.
It should be a responsibility thing. Mine was.
From your perspective, yeah. What age?
It's different though now.
It's
Yeah.
different though now.
You're old as fuck.
Because
Go and fuck yourself. Two different actions. Go and then fuck yourself there.
when they're old enough to be able to like walk home by themselves.
Yeah, how old's that though?
Because
'Cause there's, like,
Well,
I walked home by
going to-
myself from school when I was in like grade school.
But that's going to change from the different
But
areas.
it should have changed because we lived in the fucking ghetto, and
So you
One time we
probably
got
should have
shot
had
at,
one.
so-
Exactly, but that's why you have a cell phone. That's why you would need a cell
Now.
phone. You know.
you don't call the police right in front of somebody. You run.
Oh no, I know.
hey, someone's shooting at me.
Hey, police or mom, someone's shooting at me, and then like listen to that panic voice. Where are you? I'm on the street. Duh. What street? I was an idiot when I was little. I'd be like, I don't know, the street.
The street?
Like, I didn't say 2 blocks away from the house. I'm like, down the street. She's like, what? Down what street? I'm like, this is a street I'm down from.
Yo, bitch, you know where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
You figure it out.
We didn't know. Like, I don't know about you guys. I don't know where you grew up. I know, like in Canada, you probably
Literally
had, like,
grew
gold
up around
paved roads.
here.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting you moved here from Canada at a young age.
3.
But like where I grew up, I consider a normal neighborhood, but I don't know what a normal neighborhood would actually be. Like we didn't grow up in the suburbs. I grew up in the city. But like our streets were pretty normal, I would think. Like there's houses and stuff.
Okay.
But like I remember like when we went home, like you had multiple ways to go home. There was the scary street because it was like gang members hanging out all the time.
See, that's not a normal street then.
Well, you don't walk down
It's
that
not
street.
a normal neighborhood then.
No, where I grew up it was.
Depending on where you're at.
Well,
man.
yeah.
depending on where you're at. Anyway,
Again,
keep
not
going.
suburbs.
Keep going.
Then you had like the fun area to go because there's like houses everywhere and trees you can climb, and then there's like if you went the far way, there's a park, and then there's the old houses you wouldn't walk by because you're gonna get grabbed by a ghost. That ghost
Fair
may be
enough.
a person just as a ghost that just wants to do things to your body. No, I didn't know that then. I just thought there was like spooky houses because there was like a section that's like super old houses, and, like when you go
Like
to
the
a house,
Victorian era, like looking houses. when
yeah, like
you're-
super old
okay.
houses.
Like even though they're probably not haunted,
Yeah,
but they're
yeah.
haunted because they just look like
there was
they're
one
haunted.
on the street behind our apartments. Totally, that thing was fucking haunted for sure. Cause like house next to it, white and blue. Other house on the other side, like that weird, like mauve color.
Mm-hmm.
Nice lawns or whatever, right? And there's one in the middle had the fences just covered in like the plants and the big old like droppy tree thing.
So it was like the
And, like,
Addams family.
You couldn't see the front door from the driveway.
Uh-huh.
Like it was completely encased in plants. And we got to the thing, it had a rusted gate that didn't open or close anymore. It just stayed where it was at.
Ugh.
But then you walked up and there's like piles of old newspapers and like a dog.
So nobody lived there yet. There was somebody that lived there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you know the Burbs? Remember the
Yes.
Burbs?
Yes.
Remember all the houses
Oh.
and there's that one? That's exactly what it was. And like
Wonderful.
I remember seeing the Burbs like, oh, these motherfuckers lived in the street from us.
I want to
They're right
watch
over
that
there.
movie now. I love that
I love
movie.
the
Tom Hanks.
Burbs, fantastic.
I grew up in the suburbs, like straight up, just cookie cutter houses everywhere. Your story of like you went down this road, it was gang territory. This down road, you're gonna get haunted. Mine was literally like, if you went this way, it was just a shortcut to your house, and if you went this way, it was just the long way to your house that passed by the park. You know.
Not a single one was a shortcut to my house because the apartments we lived in was at least, I'll say when I was little I could have thought it was like 10 feet. Now look at it, I'm like, no, that's like 10 miles. Like I
No.
can't believe we walked that far. Later we had bikes, which is pretty cool. It was
Yeah.
also where I ran over Evan, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
He jumped in front of me. Like who jumped in front of someone on a bike trying to get away
Somebody
from him?
wants to get run over.
Fucking moron. Anyways, Evan is also the same kid who broke his own leg kicking a kickball during kickball. Like we were playing kickball in school.
So he kicked the ball.
He did with the broken leg.
Oh, so it was already broken,
Yes.
but like it had healed.
Nope, it was still in a cast. He kicked it so hard he broke it
Why
again.
the fuck would you? Okay, anyway.
This wasn't like an organized game. This was like during recess.
I get that, but like in even like in a young person's mind, hey, this leg is broken and healing. Why should I?
All right, so
Play-
imagine how dumb your brother is. Okay? Now,
Okay.
let me explain it. I've talked about Adam a lot and how dumb he is on the show. Adam is book smart-ish,
Yes,
just not out loud smartish a lot of times. He
Yeah.
says dumb stuff. He's very naive.
yes.
Okay, so take that stupidity, like that naivety, right? That's the word I can't say right now. I almost said native. Doesn't matter.
You almost said nativity.
Yeah, like that's
Which
weird,
is a
like,
different
super
thing.
weird thing. The fuck? Stop it.
Taj is like still talking, still
Fucking
texting,
Christ.
and it's just like period,
was me.
thumbs up. Oh, that was you.
I was like, because I wanted to end the conversation. Anyways,
Okay.
didn't fucking work, obviously.
Yeah.
But imagine that, right? But like without the book smarts portion of it,
Mm-hmm.
that's Evan. Like he's super dumb. This is the same kid who slingshot himself in the face.
Oh God.
So he got a wrist rocket. If you guys don't know what a wrist rocket is, Mike, do you know what a wrist rocket is? So it's a slingshot that has the brace on it for your
Yeah.
arm, right?
I had one.
People have called them other things. That's what we always called them, was wrist rocket, because the thing fucking destroyed things. Like that.
Oh yeah.
thing-
No, it was literally meant as a offensive weapon.
Yeah,
like,
for
that
sure.
wasn't supposed to be fun. Oh,
Yeah,
haha,
this wasn't
look,
like
I'm
a
Bart
Dennis
Simpson.
the Menace one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is literally like,
I was
oh, it's
dating myself.
supposed
He
to.
says Bart Simpson. I said Dennis the Menace. I'm an old piece of shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's literally like, oh, this is actually supposed to be loaded with a ball bearing, and you're actually
Yeah,
supposed
for
to
sure.
shoot things.
Like
with
it's a
it.
hunting item. Like
Exactly.
people use it to hunt things,
Yeah.
which I don't like. I don't know what you're hunting with it. Like,
Well, you're
oh, a
hunting
squirrel.
small
Yeah,
animals,
you know, it's
a
like,
squirrel.
Who the fuck wants to hunt squirrels? Like,
Because you're not taking a deer out with that thing. You're pissing a deer off with that thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, you're not taking out a deer with that
so he got one year for Christmas. Because when I grew up, your parents gave you deadly weapons for
Right?
birthdays and Christmas
thing.
and stuff.
BB guns.
BB guns, lawn darts, fucking like all sorts of things, right?
Yeah.
Whips. Like my parents like gave us a whip. Like me and my brother had whips.
Yeah.
Like they're bull whips. Like whoosh, whips. I think it was my uncle got them for us, but like
But they're still
for 'em, but
super
anyways,
fun.
They're super fun. Like we would play Indiana Jones when we'd like hit tree branches and
Oh,
swing.
because you were always trying to swing
Yeah,
with it.
dude,
Yeah.
and it would work. Like we got so
Yeah.
good at it, and then
Yep.
we got fat, and it didn't work anymore. But you could still do it. It was
Yep.
super rad. I remember mine because it was black and white checkered. It was so dope. And you hit yourself once, you're like, "Well, I got to learn not to do that anymore."
Right.
And you teach yourself not to get fucking hit by it, right?
Exactly.
So fast forward to we're in like 5th grade, 4th grade, right? Christmas comes along. Evan comes over because he lived down the street from us. He's like, "Oh, I got a wrist rocket. Fuck yeah, we're gonna mess shit up." We were smart enough and we were good kids. We didn't shoot at windows or cars. We'd had this empty lot behind us. We would find pieces of wood,
And
stand them
you
up,
just
shoot
stand-
them.
Yeah.
We'd make targets, whatever, right? Evan implanted a fucking BB in a piece of wood and said, "Wow, that's traveling fast." So he, without us knowing what he was doing, turns the slingshot away from him. So the wrist guard is sticking out away from him and pulls like this and lets go and hits himself in the eyebrow and tears his head open. When I say this isn't like oh, he's bleeding. There's a flap of skin like dangling where this like thing ripped his head open, and we're like this. What the fuck? I didn't say fuck that back then, but I was like, blood is just blood on this kid's face. He's like, "I think I hurt myself."
You think?
This is Evan. That's like Evan, dude. Like this is the same kid, by the way, who got stuck in a closet.
You get stuck in a closet.
Okay, so this is his plan. We were playing hide and go seek at this
Okay.
girl Eve's house,
Fair
right?
enough.
She has a huge fucking house. This is like 3 stories. Well, 2 stories with a basement. Is that 3 stories? You guys consider that 3 stories?
No.
No.
2 stories with a
Two
basement.
stories
All right,
in the
whatever.
basement.
I always thought it was 3 stories because you can walk into the basement from outside. Anyways, because it was on a hill and like backyard is down.
Nope.
It doesn't matter. Anyways, so house is fucking huge, so we'd play in there all the time. And her parents were super cool about like kids running around their house being fucking monsters.
Mhm.
So we'd run and play hide and seek in there all the time, right? Plus, I had a weird crush on Eve. It doesn't matter. We would play and like we'd have like little linen closets you can hide in, or hide under a bed, or be an idiot and try to hide on the counter and we can see past it, whatever.
Right.
So we were playing it. We could not find Evan for the God's sake, and also we hear screaming. So we go over there. This moron, right,
Mm-hmm.
tried to make it so no one could open the door by tying shit to the doorknob on the inside to something else, but he tied it so tight he couldn't get it undone, and we couldn't open the door. So Eve's dad had to come through and knock the hinge loose to get the door off.
So it opened outwards, is what you're saying.
Yes, you have to pull on
Yeah,
to
you
open
have
like
to
any
pull on
closet.
it.
You have to pull out
Yeah,
to get it right.
yeah.
Because otherwise it'd be like the worst closet ever. Because you push it in, you can't put it in there.
you can't-
So he ties something up to like a hook in
Mm-hmm.
there, right? But ties it so tight he can't undo the knots. So he's stuck in the closet. Like he literally got himself stuck in a closet. I was like, dude, you were so dumb. So dumb. But he had a fucking bomb ass toy collection when we were growing up.
You usually do.
Yeah, because his parents were rich. I remember that for sure.
I That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he was so dumb.
My whole question about all of that, though, is did he really have to turn the slingshot around in order to shoot himself in the face?
We don't know.
Like they go both ways. At least the ones I've had. Like,
yeah, they do.
So I don't really know.
And his is the one that had like the high tense rubber. That's like you
the
can
actual
change out.
surgical
Yeah,
rubber.
like,
yeah,
and you can change out. You know,
Yeah.
it has. It's not the ones that have like the hooks or the thing that slides in between.
No.
This is like legit, like it's tubing.
yeah.
Like in like.
That's
it
what I
does
had
go,
too.
Like Chris is our other friend who had one. I was always jealous I had one. My parents were smart, mainly because we were morons. Like you're gonna shoot. Like me, they didn't think we were gonna shoot ourselves.
No.
But like shoot each other.
Yeah.
So we didn't tell them that Evan got one. She knew Chris got one, but Chris's mom only let us have it certain times. She just let us have it whenever we want. She'd be like, "Yeah, you guys want to go play? Here you go." He had one, and his was only like you only shoot one way because the piping was curved,
Yeah.
and so it like made a natural bow to it.
Yeah.
But Evan's was like you could literally go like it's AC/DC. You
Yeah.
just like fold the other way and it goes right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know why he shot himself.
that's-
He could have literally just gone like
But
this.
but that's what I mean. Like even from your story, he literally turned the whole thing around. The armrest is facing
yeah.
outwards.
Oh yeah.
And he properly shot it the other way at himself.
And
instead of holding it the proper way and just shooting backwards.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like
yeah.
that's
And the thing, like, thinking about it now is even then, like, I don't know why. I mean, maybe then I didn't really think about it, put thought into it. I ran because Evan's fucking eyebrows hanging off his face.
He ran.
Oh, yeah. I ran to my mom because my mom worked as a nurse.
Oh, okay.
I
I was
thought
like,
you were just
yeah.
ran like
In my
I can't
mind,
wait for this shit.
I was like, oh shit, Cody was that little kid that was like, cheese it.
No,
It just
we
runs.
ran in through Polly's window
Okay.
because the girl lived on the corner. Her dad let us take the screen off so we could go in and out of her window because there's the fence. We couldn't get through the fence because they took the gate out because they were.
What a very nice father.
Oh yeah, no, Dave was super cool. Dave's the one that was married to the chick that was part of the Charles Manson people. Yeah.
Okay.
But so he let us go in and out. Like he didn't leave his door open; anyone could go in and out. But he let us, the kids, that go through the window, right? Because it was right on the corner, and they took away our gate. They made it a fence because they're tired of people going in that way
Yeah.
for whatever reason. It was behind people's apartments, so it kind of gets creepy. And they got mad at us because we kept pulling boards off the fence to get through. That's
I
true. Like,
can
it's
just
easier.
imagine.
They
like-
were too tall to climb over.
No, but like it just makes me think of like the Little Rascals. Like Cody's
We put 'em
basically the
back.
Little Rascals. They pull the board out and it just like slides off to one side and you go through and then you pull it back
Yeah.
and
That's what
yeah.
happens. And you're literally gonna die if you go over them because they're
Cody's
fucking
got
like
the
19
one
feet
hair
tall.
that sticks up in the back. Alfalfa.
Maybe. Look at a buckwheat headlock. So I ran to get my mom, but like I just think about it as like not only that, but like he didn't even like because he's like super weak at that. He was so close to his face.
Yeah, because you couldn't hold your arm out and pull it.
Yeah,
you
'cause
literally had to.
Yeah, your arms aren't long enough.
You were literally pulling the arm with the slingshot back, not
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so like,
Mine was
can
like
you
this.
like he got the full brunt? What?
Mine was like this. You were like that. That would have been I guess you could have, but the ones we had, like if you try to twist it down, like,
Yeah.
it was just weird.
Ours,
They
the one
weren't-
we had
we always
was the
went
brace
straight
was on the
up.
bottom, so no matter where you turned your wrist,
Yeah, it was
sat
always
here.
braced on the
Oh,
bottom. That's
weird.
what I had.
So
too.
yeah, because you basically bend. Like, the instructions say you cock your wrist so the brace goes against your arm.
yeah, because
and
you're
you can do that.
you're
yeah.
pulling on top and you're also pushing on
Yeah.
the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, so it literally fucking destroys stuff. So he had to do that. So he got the full brunt of the
The shot.
shot, like a little bit of power. They had no time to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm pretty sure the band probably whipped him in the face too. But like he had to get stitches. Like I don't know what happened to that kid. He's probably dead now.
Did
This is
anybody
fucking
did
dumb.
anybody ask what had happened and you guys were just like
No, we
"Ah,
turned around to watch it. He's like, "Hey, look!" And we turned to see him let go.
No, I mean like afterwards, because I imagine afterwards they were like, did you shoot yourself in the face? And you're like, no, it bounced off of something.
I don't know what
Or
he
did
told
you
my
guys
mom.
literally just go, no, he straight up shot himself in the goddamn face?
I told my mom he shot himself in the face, but I don't think I explained what he did. I think he just shot himself in the face.
Yeah, because I can imagine that toy no longer around after that.
Oh, he still had it.
Okay, fair enough.
but we were only allowed to use it in his backyard
Under
with his dad
supervision.
there.
Under supervision.
Which
yeah.
his dad, now thinking about it, might have been a drunk. We used to sit back there and just watch us shoot shit anyways.
So probably wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, no.
In fact, he probably would have been laughing.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway,
Yeah, but I doubt the kid would do something like that if he knew his parent was there. You know what I mean?
depending on the kid.
No, Evan's pretty
Depending
goddamn
on the
dumb.
kid.
Evan fell out of a treehouse that was a foot off the ground.
That sounds interesting as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a fucking that kid.
You had some interesting friends when you
Evan's
were a kid.
still there?
I don't know. I can't remember what Evan's name is, but like he moved with his parents somewhere else when we got into junior high.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was after our seventh grade year. I think because when I went to school, I know young kids now, we went through grade school, grade 1 through 6, and went to a junior high or middle school for 7 and 8. I don't know now they're like 5th is the last in grade school, whatever. When after our 7th grade year, he moved, so I don't ever know what happened to him. I could probably try to find him online, but like you can't really find elementary school
Hey,
kids.
bro,
like,
you
anymore.
left.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he's probably like maimed somehow. Cause yeah,
I
Because he
picture him
seems like
now
somebody
with
would-
like a limp and an eye patch.
Actually, it
Like,
was kind of too.
he had a scar, like because he lost most of it. Like it went through his eyebrow.
Yeah, I mean, he had to have stitches,
Yeah.
so like it
they
took
put his
away, but
eyebrow back on.
I'm actually trying to think of anything stupid that like I was a tame kid when I was younger, but the stupidest thing I can think of that I've ever participated in was a friend of mine thought it'd be a great idea to open up a card store in his house, like baseball cards and stuff. So what he wanted to do was, and I remember doing this, we'd go over to the local card shop,
Hmm.
buy packs of cards, open them up.
And then try to sell the individuals to people.
Nope. Rearrange them, put them into envelopes, and try and sell them to people.
He was a little entrepreneur,
Yeah. It's not
but
bad.
like,
Like in the dumbest way possible.
yeah, like who was gonna buy one? Like,
No one did.
well, obviously, I guess it was the. I was gonna ask what the business plan was, but he was like fucking 10, so he probably didn't have a business plan. I guess 10. I don't know if he was 10 or not. I mean, good on him for trying to make money, like as a reselling, but like I don't know if that plan's the best.
No, it wasn't.
I remember the first time I saw someone buy a baseball card. Like, I remember like my brother and I collected baseball cards. I wasn't into baseball, but my parents thought we were.
Mm-hmm.
So we collected them. We had all of them different ones, and like my brother would put them into teams, and I would just like give them to him. I was like, "You can have these. I don't care." I mean, he would like organize them in the teams. Like the Mets would be on one page, like a couple pages, whatever, right?
Well, a
'Cause
lot
he
of the
was a big
times,
Darryl Strawberry fan.
a lot of times that's actually how they were organized back. I don't know how they are now,
Yeah, I
but
don't know now.
but I have a bunch of Topps cards and whatnot, and they're 1 through whatever. It's literally organized by team.
Yeah, so he would do like he would have all those, and like,
Yeah.
like and he would reorganize maybe at doubles. 'Cause
Mhm.
you don't want to put them in the same one because it damages the card.
Yeah,
Whatever. My cards were doubled up for sure.
there were a few that
Like
because
my Magic
for-
cards, if
for
I had
me-
like, mana, just like right
for
in
me-
the same fucking pocket.
cards, the card sleeves were a premium, so I always went front to back.
Some of them have the 2 pockets on them too. Did you actually have the single?
I had
pocket?
some that were 2 pockets. I also
Okay.
had some that were single pockets.
Yeah, I
but,
remember the double pocket ones.
but it was always nice instead of having the face on one side and being able to read the back on the other.
Oh,
I
you
always
don't
had
really?
that's
Picture
what I mean.
picture?
Picture.
Lame. How
But
can you
that-
read the stats though?
Because like I said, the pages were at a premium, and it's not like I had a shit ton of pages. I had a shit ton of cards.
It's true.
It
It actually is. I would, because the ones I collected were like the Marvel cards,
I had some of those too.
and those
yeah.
were dope because on the back was a picture.
Yeah.
So every 9 cards would make a picture.
Yeah.
So like I remember that because you put them in there, like X Force on one side, and boom, big ass picture like Apocalypse on the back or something. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Then I had like the GI Joe cards, which was mostly front stuff.
Front stuff. Sounds like something you did in summer camp.
Mhm.
But back stuff is for college.
Yep.
But what I was gonna say is like I remember we went. There's this card shop we used to go to. My brother found somehow like talking to somebody or something, and like they sold rare cards, like hard to find cards or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember seeing one that was like cool, super duper Wolverine foil card
Ooh.
because his claws were reflective. Super dope. I don't remember what the price was, but I knew I didn't want to buy it because I was like, well, I'm never gonna eat again.
Right.
But I saw my brother looking at this one card, and this dude bought it for like $1,500, and it was like a rookie card of somebody. I don't even know who it was. But I was like,
that was $1,500 you just traded.
and back then, $1,500. I mean,
Was all.
$1,500 now isn't a lot of money, and just for like one thing. But like back then, it's like that's like $1.5 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that dude's so rich.
Yeah.
I look at my brother. I remember like saying to my brother, like, "Yo, what?
Mm-hmm.
That guy could have bought so many more cards.
Doesn't
Like,
he understand how
all
this works?
of these cards. He bought one. He's like, yeah, but it's really rare." I was like, what? That makes no sense. It's a card.
They should just print more of them.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I never like when even now you guys know this. I don't understand resell stuff. Like if you don't get it, you don't get it. Whatever, right? But like people like spend like that Pokemon Go Plus thing we're talking about.
Yeah.
They sold for $35 in pre-order, right? All the pre-orders, they're not even out yet. They haven't shipped anybody yet. Nobody has these yet. All the pre-orders sell online. People are selling those pre-orders to other people for like $100.
Yeah.
You're out of your fucking minds.
Well, that's not the same as picking up a rare collectible.
Hold on. But then you go on eBay and you see people buying like rare collectibles like that for like hundreds and thousands of dollars. And in my head, I'm thinking, you gotta really like something.
Well, yeah, because
Like a
stuff
lot.
like that, it's gonna fall into a couple of categories. Either you're trying to collect it to
Complete
you
a collection.
not to complete a collection initially. I'm thinking is you know, a lot there. The whole comic book boom in towards the '90s, a lot of people collected stuff because they thought they'd just go up in value.
Yep.
That's just what happened.
Because printed media always does
Because
that.
it just goes up in value, and it didn't, because you first off you eliminated the fact that a lot of things are collectible because they're scarce.
Yep.
Then you fall into the ones that are they're trying to collect it to complete a collection, but that's not something that's necessarily going to be something that is expensive. It's just expensive to them because they're trying to collect something, and that's how the seller can get more money out of a person. But then you'll see a lot of stuff like old antique stuff. That stuff goes for a lot of money, not necessarily because it's rare, but because there's a market for people who want that nostalgia back from when they were kids. That's it. Yeah.
Like that weird Mad Hatter's place that had the Nazi stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, who the hell's co-signing this?
Yeah.
Like, I guess, whatever, right? I mean, it was weird stuff. It wasn't
There's
like...
still. I used to collect basketball cards when I was younger, and there's still one card now that if I could find it, and if I was doing okay, there's one thing that I'd still be willing to pay a decent chunk of change for, and of course it's the Michael Jordan '84 Flair rookie card.
Yeah.
Because like growing up collecting basketball cards, like that was like the holy grail for if you were it all like within 10 years of my age, one way or the other, that's the card you wanted.
It was Michael Jordan.
Yeah, well, it was Michael Jordan. It was the rookie
But that
card.
was his youth, you know.
Yeah, and then so like if I was to find that anywhere, and I've seen it a couple times, I've seen it for a couple grand in some places.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, if I had $2,000, that like if
Disposable.
if I was like $2,000, boom, I'd probably drop it on that. Like there's certain things that I would see, I'd be like, yeah, I'm getting that.
Yeah, obviously there's that
But-
there's that whole thing where it means something to you because you like Michael Jordan. Obviously, you like basketball. It's his rookie card. Obviously,
Well,
you know.
Well, also I want though too at the other end of that spectrum is, and I can't find it, and it's almost just as rare for the exact opposite reason, is I also want that same year, same Flair Sam Bowie rookie card, the guy who was drafted before Jordan and was a huge bust and like never did anything in the
So there's
NBA.
someone that was drafted before him. Like he wasn't. Jordan wasn't one.
Oh, he was like 4. He was 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Did any of those other 3 guys do anything?
Oh yeah, they did great things. Well, it was Akeem Olajuwon, Sam Bowie, and Charles. No, he was 3. Charles Barkley was 4. So like 3 of the 4 are Hall of Famers.
Okay, that
so it's
makes
not
sense.
like, and this sounds dumb, but Akeem Olajuwon went to school in Houston. He played at Houston in college, and Houston Rockets were the one drafting number 1. So he was, and they needed a center. So that one made like that was a no
You
brainer.
kind of knew, like,
Yeah.
you know, hometown crowd, blah blah blah.
But it was
all about money.
the
Yeah.
Blazers had the second pick, and it was the big debate. Do you go after the big man and Sam Bowie, or do you go after this dude that could be really special named Michael Jordan, and the argument
Michael
against
Jordan
it.
has his own shoes.
Michael Jordan, not
Not
that,
at that
one.
time.
It's a joke. I know
Like
that.
6 months later.
6 weeks later.
But the Blazers had this guy named Clyde Drexler, who played the same position as Michael
No, he's a
Jordan.
Bond villain.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
exactly.
The one with the
But he
cat?
played the same position as Michael Jordan, and he was an all-star. So they're
Oh.
like, fuck it, we
Why do
already
we
got
need that?
somebody that's really good. We'll just get this big guy instead.
Oh,
I think it's the worst fucking thing ever in the history of anything. But with that being said, I want that Sam Bowie rookie card almost as bad as I want that Michael Jordan rookie card.
just to say you have it, yeah.
Right? So you can have number 2. And then at that point, if I was somehow to end up getting both, I'd be like, well, I got to get Akeem Olajuwon ones because I need 1, 2, and 3. And then it would like spiral out of
You're
control.
like, I need Charles Barkley.
Yeah, and Charles
4.
Barkley was number 4, so it's going to make sense. But no, like that'd be super dope too.
Yeah, maybe it's just my broken brain, but I don't find nostalgia in that. Like you know this, like we go to comic book conventions, right?
Yeah.
And I want to buy a book because I want to finish a collection, like
Yes.
Saga or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, not Saga, like Why Last Man, Ex Machina, right? But like I see, like we'll use Chew as an example, right? I saw that Chew #1. It's a very rare book. They only have, like 3,000 copies, right?
yeah.
Which for a comic book is fucking retardedly low.
Yeah.
I saw it. I was like, oh, $220. Yikes.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, ugh. Kept looking around. I was like,
But
you know what?
with books though too, you can go buy that digitally. You
That's
know
what
what
I'm
I
saying.
mean?
Let me
Like
get
there's the whole point of having a book is to read the story.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
you
saying.
know?
It's like I didn't want to spend $220 on the book because A, I've already read it.
Right.
I have it in a trade, right? Technically, I have 2 trades.
Mhm.
Anyways, so I was like, I don't want to spend that. It'd be cool because I'd collect all of them and like have for me because I really enjoy that book, right?
Yeah.
But then this motherfucker went and got it signed by John Layman and
Mhm.
marks it up another $250.
Yeah. I remember that.
And I was like, well, definitely not gonna, because I finally made my, I'm gonna go buy it. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's hard to find. I really enjoy the book. I'm gonna get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, no, you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, but to me, it's like, dude, like, fuck, dude, that's so expensive.
Yeah.
Um,
But again, if you had the disposable income to do
oh,
it,
if I had disposable income, sure, I'd buy anything I fucking
Yeah.
wanted to. But like people buy, for example, we'll use art as an example, right? You buy art, like real art, like handmade. This is painted or whatever drawn.
you're literally
Not
talking
Walmart
about, no,
framed.
Yeah, right.
No, but you're talking about literally like the classic stuff where like the Pablo Picasso. you're
Yeah,
talking
you
about
have
the-
that. That's a one in a lifetime thing. No one else is gonna
The
have
Van
that. Right? You
Goghs and
spend
stuff,
millions of
yeah.
dollars. You buy a printed fucking book
Mhm.
that, to Mike's point, you literally can buy digital now or a reprint of it. The only reason you fight to get a first edition or original printing is because it is super rare, and so you can lloyd it over anybody else. I wanted Chew #1 just because I wanted Chew #1. I thought it'd be cool to have it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna spend $220 on it. Almost did.
almost did.
But I'm really glad I'm not glad the guy tried to mark it up $400.
Well, it made your
some
decision
dollars.
much easier.
But it made my like I was like,
like, there's
okay.
no regret in not getting it.
Because I was gonna be like, yo, I'll give you $200 for it.
Has there been anything that you regret not grabbing when you had a chance? That's something that you're like, should I? Shouldn't I?
No, because again, to me, like I don't. If I miss out on something,
You missed out on it.
I missed out
That's
on
it.
it. That's it. How it is. I've never been I'm gonna try to get this. Like, I don't know. It's weird to me. Like obviously you look in this room like, oh, you have a lot of collectibles. That makes no sense. I bought these original. I didn't go on eBay to barter for them. Like,
No.
I know
Yeah.
you do that a lot, Joe. I'm not picking on you. You go online to get stuff you can't find nowhere else to get that, right? But I
Yeah.
don't like go online look for a fucking X-Men, #1
Yeah.
to try to get it. I think granted I had one, but it's not the point. But I don't go on like on eBay. I don't like if I wanted something and if I couldn't get it, yeah, fuck, it sucks that I can't get it. But like those people take advantage of other people with that kind of stuff, and I'm like, to me, I can't stress it. I just don't understand it.
You can't justify.
Well, the
it.
problem with one of the worst things about the internet is
The internet.
you have what's come out of, like, in the collectible world, you have these professional douchebags that go out and they try to get like stuff signed or these cool collectible things
Just to sell them.
and they sign it, and it's like, if you get like a cool autograph, like a jersey or something like that, like, again, as a sports fan, the ultimate like collect sake thing was always like a signed jersey. Like, that would be the dopest thing ever, to get a jersey signed. But now, like, you go online, there's these people who go out They get these autographs. They'll lie to the people, tell them it's for a kid or something like that, and then they go on eBay and they try to sell it for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and it just kind of like it doesn't make it like special anymore. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing cool about it anymore.
Well, it's kind of like those people at Comic-Cons that have those framed pictures of famous people that are signed.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, cool. It's the entire cast of the original, like the main cast of Star Trek Enterprise or Star Trek Next Generation, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Then you look at the fucking ticket price, like $12,000. Like,
It's not worth that.
out of your fucking mind. It's a shitty
Sure.
printed picture
Yeah.
of signatures. I'm not even too sure it's them
Yeah.
or if it's real fucking signatures.
Yeah.
Like, I buy that for $12,000. I walk away, dude puts up another one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I'm sure
But,
he's
like,
got a few of those.
I've got
yeah.
stuff signed by people because I walked up and got it signed by them.
Well, that's exactly like the Saga #1
Yeah.
that I got. you know.
Exactly.
Exactly. Directly from you. You know, you were able to get me a copy of
As far
the
as you know.
of Saga #1, and then turn around and also go and get it signed by Brian Ken Vaughan, and that's the stuff, and you know, Staples.
There you go.
And I
good shit.
absolutely love that stuff. That's the stuff that actually I want to collect and never get rid of. So I don't really consider anything like that a something, you know, a collectible, because that always makes it sound like I'm in it for the money, and I'm not. I'm in it for it because
In it for the money.
there's a memory behind it, and it's special to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you didn't go on the internet and look for #1 Saga signed by
No,
Brian K.
exactly
Vaughan
not.
and Fiona
No,
Staples,
not to
right?
buy.
Yeah.
No,
And it's to me like the only like getting it signed for you. I got it signed for you.
exactly.
Like I kind of felt like a dick. I was like, oh, because I didn't bring my Saga #1. I didn't want to give him a bunch of stuff to sign because I don't look like a dick. I was like, well, this one's actually for my friend Joe. Can you guys sign it for Joe? And like these ones are mine. So I gave him the Why Last Man, Ex Machina. And I should have brought my Runaways #1, but
Yeah, whatever.
good luck fucking finding that in this house. So who fucking? It's probably in that closet.
Just point to it, and it's like, I got it.
Yeah, I don't know. Could be in that bedroom, or it could be in that room. It could be in that closet. Could be out in the living room. Who fucking knows? But it was cool to get it signed, and like tell them like, hey, like, dude, like, A, thanks for signing this for my buddy, but B, this book's super dope, and like that exchange with somebody. But these dickbags who go and get a picture signed of like, you know, Michael Dorn who plays Worf on Star Trek Enterprise.
Yeah.
They're not putting it up in their house.
Mm-mm.
They go to their retail booth and fucking
And they're
sell
gonna
it for
try and
$100.
resell it,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, there are people, well, like at cons, like you pay money to get Mark Hamill's signature, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you pay money to get Mark Hamill's signature from him. I stood in that line with my friend Art, who really wanted a Mark Hamill signature. I didn't want to break the kid's heart and tell him I had one I didn't pay for, but whatever. And it was like $200 to get Mark Hamill's signature.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And they had to bring your own shit.
So this wasn't like, here's a headshot, here's a signature.
If you wanted to buy it, you had to buy the headshot and then the $200 to get signed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because like that's how they draw those people there.
Making out like no
Because
tomorrow.
Mark Hamill, for example, dude's pretty famous in those geek circles. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this is, and it's Mark Hamill's a weird name, but he's like, you know, Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
And the Joker.
And the Joker, the voice of the Joker. He's never actually played
He's
physically
the
for the Joker. That's me, yeah, granted. So like that's cool, right? But like I told Art, I was like, there's no fucking way I'd spend $200 to wait in this fucking line for 4 hours,
Oh.
but to get something signed, and he didn't say shit to him.
No?
He's like, cool. Like he's like, oh, how you doing? Good. Signed it. Thanks. Oh, we got a picture. Like he leaned over the.
But still, it's like
But I was like, dude, you spent $200
for a hey,
to
cool.
that dude's signature and a hey, thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't have dinner with him. You didn't swap war stories.
Mm-mm.
You didn't like get to touch it. Like you just got his fucking handwriting on a. I think it was it's fucked up. It wasn't even a picture directly of Mark Hamill. It was a drawing of Luke Skywalker that some other artist did.
Okay.
It was a dope ass picture of Luke Skywalker.
Right.
But like it's Luke Skywalker. He didn't sign it Luke Skywalker. He signed Mark Hamill.
Mhm.
Super dope, right? But it's like it would have been cooler to have a picture of Mark Hamill.
Because that's who it is.
Like I have a picture
Mark Hamill.
of I can't think of his name right now, Darth Maul, Ray Parks.
Yeah.
Right. I have a picture of him signed by him when I bought the dual blade lightsaber. Right. That was cool. He signed the card. He signed the saber. Blah blah blah. Right. That was too. We also talked a little bit because the dude's like, "Oh, you have tattoos." Blah blah blah. I didn't have the beard at the time, so his English back then was fucking horrendous. By the way, like it was bad. Not as bad as fucking Doug Jones.
Yeah, that's who I was trying to think of.
Jesus Christ, that dude.
He kissed you
Kissed
on
me
the
on the forehead. Pulled
Was
my hat off,
fucking
kissed me on the forehead.
hilarious. That is
And then
just,
went like this to my beard.
yeah. I was like, oh,
Squishy face.
Abe Sapien just kissed
yeah.
him on the forehead.
Super fucking weird. But that was cool, right? I also didn't have to pay $200 to get a signature from him.
No, yeah, he was just out there on.
I just paid for the lightsaber, walked my happy ass over there, and got it signed. Yes, there was a line. I waited like 20 minutes, and we talked briefly about that, and we had this is before camera phones were a real thing. That's how long ago this was, kids. And so I didn't have a camera phone to like take a picture with. I had a cell phone, but like it barely got internet. You know what I mean? Like it was super dope. But I was like, it's cool. I got that sign, rad. But I'm not waiting in a 4-hour line that I had to wait in another 2-hour line to get a fucking ticket that I paid $200 on.
Right.
Sorry, Art. It just seems weird to me. Granted, Mark Hamill's a fucking cool dude.
Right.
But I remember back in the day where I walked up to a fucking table and got a picture of Mark Hamill signed for nothing.
Yeah. It's the way you keep describing it, and I'm thinking it seems like there's a very personal way of like walking up to a comic book booth and you're like, oh man, I really love this guy. Like we did when what was it, Jeff Wagner was over at Phoenix Comic Con. You walk up to his booth, or even I can't remember the Batman with who's the artist for Batman?
Greg Capullo?
Greg Capullo was at
Phoenix
Comic Con. Yeah, and so you walk. It's a more personal experience, or even I'm spacing out on all these names. Alex Higgins, no,
Kyle Higgins.
Kyle Higgins. It's a more personal experience. You get to sit there and you chat with them. They sign stuff and you can ask them questions. But when you're doing that, it's more of an impersonal experience because it's literally them just trying to get through a line. Especially Mark Hamill. I couldn't imagine how many tickets sold out there, even at $200 a pop. There was, you say it was 4 hours, so you got to obviously imagine from his point of view, it's literally, oh shit, I got to get through this whole entire line here. God damn it. Okay, hi, here you go. Thanks for coming in. Hi.
Yeah.
It's a very impersonal experience. So spending that $200 for an impersonal experience doesn't make sense to me either.
Yeah, for some of you stare like, it'd be cool to like show people like, oh look, Mark Hamill's signature. But it wouldn't be cooler if you showed someone a Mark Hamill picture that was signed and had a story.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, I got trapped in an elevator between two giant bodyguards and Harrison
Ford. Yeah.
Yes, I didn't get signed, mainly because I almost shit my pants.
I want that story.
But that's a story you can tell, right?
Yes.
That's way cooler than spending $200 to get a signature from a guy you didn't talk to.
Yeah, and spending 4 hours in line.
Yeah.
And then he just, hey, what's up? How you doing? Good. All right, here you go.
And I remember the guy in front of us, him and his wife. There was Art. Katie was off with the kids somewhere. And we're sitting there talking. Because I wanted to keep Art, company-wise in line for 4 hours. I could have easily gone somewhere else in that fucking
fuck
building.
This. I'm out. Yeah.
I was being nice. I was like, that's cool. We'll hang out, talk, whatever, right? So we started a conversation with people around us. The lady behind us, super creepy and didn't talk to anybody. So they were talking to the customer. I was like, I looked at Art. I was like, dude, look at this picture. And they had this. I've never seen the picture before, but it was like a smaller version of the Empire Strikes Back poster with all of them on it. It had like Leia and Luke and Han, like that, right? Mm-hmm. But it was like the art Empire Strikes Back, Frozen, blah blah blah. And it had all these signatures on it except for one.
Mark Hamill.
And I was like, yo, are those all signatures from everybody? And they're like, yeah, Mark Hamill's the last one we need. I was like, all right, in that case, that $200 might be cool. But I was like, damn, how much does it cost you? Like, oh, Carrie Fisher was $300, Harrison Ford was $400. I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
If you spend like $1,000, like Kenny Baker, all right? If you guys don't know who Kenny Baker is, doesn't matter, look it up. His signature was on there, right? And I was like, dude, you got Kenny Baker's signature. Like, yeah, it was pretty cool. We saw him at a coffee shop, and he just happened to have the picture with me.
And that's a better story than,
way
hey,
fucking
I spent
better.
$400 on Harrison Ford's signature.
Dude, I was like, if I seen Harrison Ford at anywhere, in real life, that man is super intimidating.
Right?
Nice enough dude.
Yeah.
I literally almost shit my pants. That's another story for another day. But spending $400 to get in line to have him sign something that he doesn't give a shit about.
Yeah, he really didn't.
Yeah, and it's cool to have. Like, I can't say I have a picture signed by all of them. But I didn't spend $1,000-something on it either.
Yeah.
And like, I thought in my head when he walked up, I almost said to Luke Skywalker, to Mark Hamill, and hand that picture to Luke, for him to say something like, "Oh, this is a really cool picture. Where'd you get it?" would have been cooler.
Yes.
But he's like, "Oh, thanks for coming by," and like signed it, and like, and he asked him one other question. He's like, "Do you want your name on it?"
Yeah.
Because people who are reselling it don't put their name on
Oh,
it.
what's your name? eBay?
Yeah.
That's a really popular name today.
I don't want you to sign it.
Little,
just put
little
your
E,
name.
big B,
You're like,
A-Y? Yeah, that's totally how it's spelled.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. How'd you know? It's such a weird name.
Such a weird name.
But yeah, I don't know. To me, it's just, I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe I'm just dumb and stupid. But
No. I mean, because I'm actually thought that I was one of the only ones, that was like that too. Because I don't, you know me, actually. You have a shit ton of collectibles here. I don't collect shit unless it actually means something to me, and that's all I have. So, I'm not going to go spend hundreds of dollars, even really $50 on something that, like, I'll pass by and be like, oh, dude,
What's
that's
his
cool.
limit right there, $49.99.
Well, I mean, like, I'll walk by
$49.99
something.
Everybody has a
he might-
limit.
he
How
might
many,
snatch
how many
something
times
up.
have I looked at like a pop vinyl and been like, dude, that thing is fucking awesome,
and then walked away.
but I walk away because it's not that important to me.
Well,
to
the biggest
buy that
reason I
stuff.
walk away from pop vinyls is because they're a different price everywhere you go.
But on the flip side,
It's true.
one of my favorite dog breeds is German Shepherds, and I've never owned one, but like my grandpa had them. And a story I have is getting lost in the North Dakota wilderness because I was following his German Shepherds, but his German Shepherds were following me. I was literally like 2 at the time.
So you guys got out of Canada?
Yep.
Escaped into North Dakota?
Yep.
With dogs?
Yep.
What are
But
they, sled dogs? Because that's the right breed of sled dog.
so I've always loved German Shepherds, and when I found that
Is that
Amazon
why?
was, that could be why actually, because
Because you got lost in the woods with German Shepherds who were following you, but you were following them
they were protecting me
from yourself.
from myself and anything else around
Fair
me.
enough. All right. That makes
You know.
sense.
They're a very good, loyal dog,
Unlike my dirty ex-wife. Go ahead.
right?
Sorry.
But anyway, so when I saw that Amazon was selling the little pop vinyl for dog meat, I had to have it.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I bought it. And it sits on my nightstand. And I'm like, it's so
in,
cool.
In the box or out of the box?
Out of the box. Because
Nice.
I'm not collecting it to gather dust inside of a box. I'm not looking. I still have the box. Don't get me wrong. But
Do you have a collection of boxes in a room somewhere?
audio equipment, yes.
Fair enough.
But that's just so it travels easier
Don't
with me.
look in that corner.
Don't look in which corner. Because there's a
Don't look-
lot of corners
don't look all
with
the
boxes
boxes.
and stuff here.
Don't look in that corner.
Yes. But yeah, so I mean, I don't collect that much stuff, but the stuff that I do collect, the stuff that I have is the stuff that means more to me, not because of the value, and I'm not going to go spend a lot of money on something because I think it'd be cool, Yeah,
Boom.
boom. I think that's probably it.
We have plenty of time to stop now. So anyways, Pokemon Go is pretty fun with friends.
Yep,
If you
go
do it by
collect 'em all.
yourself, you're kind of weird, but do what you need to. You're getting out there and getting exercise, unless you're driving around, like I was the other night. Really hard to catch in your car because you can't slam on your brakes.
Well, you can. You
Well-
just don't. You shouldn't.
I was doing it at night, so I could have, I guess,
Yeah.
but I was like driving all slow. Oh, get him. But they need to fix it for sure.
Yes.
Only collect stuff that you care about. What else do we have to wrap up about? Oh, and you can get diseases from toilets in public.
I'm pretty sure you can't.
I've heard it both ways. So yeah, anybody else got anything before we go? Mike? Nothing on the Twitters you saw interesting?
Captain Quiet.
He's upset at me because I made fun of his fucking basketball cards. I'm just kidding. I
No.
want to see if you were paying attention. I didn't make fun of your basketball cards. I just don't understand it, but that's a different thing. That's it for this week. Comes naturally. We are.
Joe.
Mike,
I am Cody, and as usual, you motherfuckers just came naturally.
goodbye, everybody.
bitches.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what?